What is death to me? I mean, death is just power, right? Power is not a card. It's not something that brings up either. It's not even the soul or the energy of a person. Power is very much weird, isn't it? So what is power? Maybe not, but what is destiny? Destiny by power, what is that? Different. It's a different idea of destiny. It's a very much weird idea to destiny, but it would work. That's how you would seal your destiny away in case of happening something to you, so you could back yourself up. But for that, you lose fate. So if you're unreal, it is so much of ideas. Value to same something. Meaning, when we come to the problem, if you're nothing caught up in nothingness, that's really a different idea. Now, if you are a fated being, then as well, and unreal, and this is a question. But what is destiny then? Well, not matter, but what is destiny if this idea would hold true that something like it exists? It's your fate played out like tarot cards. You strive for power and hold the death, the seal it is of your fate to any sort of means. So there we actually have destiny or the idea to or by destiny. Rather difficult one. But the problem is more so that there is nothing in fate that is not sealed by your own choice. It's all your own choice. Fate is the proof of free will that is of spiritual nature. Because every card you lay out in front of yourself by fate, meaning not watching it, but understanding it by view of some sort of it, that is possible. We explain that. Just like watching time to a degree, but not time. You don't watch your whole life and you're dead. So the problem is, if power is an ability, but raw power meaning power, true power is then only the essence of any sort of meaning. There's no secondary value to any evaluation by sort of. No control to what is not making you evil or desired, but to the power of what is power. And there we come to the problem. This usually would be a Zirkelschluss, but with power it's not the truth. Power doesn't work that way. If something is circled in the same direction or same value or same idea, usually you come to the point where it's crisped out, but not crossed or crisped. You then crossed or circled out by crossing it out. What is often negating the fundamental valued idea or the value stream or stream of death. So what is death? Well, death holds power. It holds what is of life idea and so forth. So what is life? Some sort of power, but not really. So if power is something like the ability to conjure up your spiritual projection of any sort of essential becoming in an idea, something like this. Meaning, for example, if you have a pen or like a box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and you lay the Yu-Gi-Oh cards out in a certain idea, meaning, for example, 5 in the top row and then 3 down and then one on some either side or down, you now come to need to understand where the directions of ideas flow and how the fate of the cards would be changed to understand raw power. But then also to understand power, you would need to understand how the cards are shuffled afterwards and before and during. So that's bad, because then you know the circulation of idea that conjures up the cards to be viewed, etc. pp. And how it's working. There we then later come to art design, but fair different and irrelevant question. So basically that is of irrelevance at this point, because what is destiny is of thought, meaning destiny changed. That's the different one, because destiny by shadow is what is not natural. Destiny is how you walk through life and live by means of achievement or work or something like it. basically as more stuff and previously explained. Now, how does this fit in to a narrative, meaning a story? If you would, for example, view your life as something that you own, Ken is painting a story as a writer of the universe sitting at the edge of everything you can think of in your mind, but maybe not should and therefore cannot, probably will. Um, then that is of relevance because at that point you then have a story that is basically writing itself till it has either no end, so it's an infinite saga, or it has an end and it's just sage. Even burned. That's not too good. But it can be a choice, just rational. Um, Now, the problem is if fate is sealed by all means of your own choice, and therefore fate, meaning destiny, is sealed by all of your own choice, fate becomes apparent to you and why you did the things you did, and become therefore a supernatural being by identity to it. Unless you don't understand how they will work, well, if destiny is sealed, your fate is then an apparent part of your being. That has nothing to do with almightiness, but can at some point, right? Fate can also be a power and therefore almighty. Um, but all power has its limits. So if you know how the card formulates and 4 or 5 and above the row, then the one card is still not giving hint to where it will collide. Power has limits, and every knowledge too, and every situation doesn't at some degree. Meaning, a situation never has enough meaning, not, but it never has enough idea to becoming what it is not to be by oh, deviation, meaning deviation or sea of future. Therefore, every situation can be tricked around unless you don't learn to hold on it or hold away from it, meaning don't hold to what you desire in all sense of meaning. You need to sometimes you will always lose something. At some point, someone will either destroy something or you will lose something. And if you're then too angry that someone took your cigarette paper and destroyed it and burned it, you're too angry for no reason and you're irrational to every degree. But you need time to learn this. If you're not powerful enough to protect yourselves from it and someone tries to make you learn that, he's irrational. If someone tries to strike war at you, that person is irrational, etc., 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 etc. That's